Good morning. Good morning. It's Friday. Hope you're safe and well and blessed this morning. Rev here. This is the last day of the week. Well, actually tomorrow, but anyway, we're always glad when we get to Friday because it's the weekend. So, again, I pray you're safe and well and blessed. I pray you've been a good witness for Christ throughout this week. We are continuing through Dog Walk Talk by Joe Miller. Find it online and purchase. He's got a couple of books out there. So just Google the author Joe Miller. I'm going to read one verse to you this morning. This is from Psalms 90. That is verse 2. Before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the earth and the world, from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. This is the word of God for the people of God. Thanks be to God. This one is entitled Great Big Cow. And it starts with a quote from John Piper. And I quote, "It is about the greatness of God, not the significance of man. God made man small and the universe big to say something about himself." Again, that's by John Piper, and I stopped quoting now. Joe writes this: "For the past 3 years, I have been blown away by something I see every morning at work. I often stop simply to stare because I've been utterly, yes, utterly amazed. Pun intended, because this object of wonderment is a cow. Not just any cow, but a great big cow. An overwhelmingly huge cow. An oversized cow that hangs out with 4 other normal-sized cows at the farm there where I work. And the difference in the size between the cows is really quite stunning. It's kind of mind-boggling. One just does not see cows of that extreme girth very often." Joe says, stopping to stare at the great big cow one recent morning when a beautiful sunrise had just painted the sky as a backdrop, he said, "My thoughts moved to something that is huge beyond description. And that something is our God. Who but a great big God made that beautiful sunrise for me to see? Who but a great big God made that great big cow for me to see? Who but a great big God made this body that I inhabit, the one that breathes on its own, the one whose heart has pumped regularly, rhythmically for all these years? Who but a great big God made me and gave me life I all too often take for granted?" Yes, Joe says, I thought that this one great big cow I'm looking at, but nowhere near as big as the great big God who created both it and me. That cow and I have something in common. Neither one of us is as big as our great big God, nor as timeless. He is forever. We're not. And he is the one who made us both. So what about you? Do you take your last breath and your next breath for granted? That they just happen? Do you let your thoughts drift to God, the source, the real source of all you see, all you do, all you are? Is God in your mind a great big God? Seeing God from that perspective gives us such a wonderful, wonderful sense of how blessed we truly are, despite our circumstances. And I hope this morning that you are feeling the blessing. I'm Pastor Mark. Love you guys. Be safe. Be well. Be blessed. Be strong. Go do something for Jesus. I'll see you tomorrow.